Hello friends, in this video I will show you how to update a row using the BaseRow update row package. Basically, this package receives or have some input parameters. The first one is the table ID. The second one is the row ID. This is the ID of the row that you want to update. You have user field names to show or retrieve the different names of the properties of a table. And finally, we have the data, the JSON data that we want to use to update the information on our table. After that, we have an HTTP request node, which basically have a URL specified or specific to update a row using a patch method. We have to basically use as a header the content type application JSON, and we are attaching to the URL the user field's name query parameter. Then as part of the body, we basically set the data that we receive as part of the input data, and we send it to the service. Finally, we used a finished node, which basically uses the template update row request, writing the results on a result.json file using a JSON format. So let's try this package. Let's run the package. We need the table ID, which, remember, is the ID that you can find after the table term. Okay, let's input this data. The row ID, remember, is the ID that you can see as part of the first column on every one of these rows. Let's say that, for example, we want to update the information for the new row that we inserted on a previous video. So let's say that we want to update the row ID 4 and the data. I've shown you earlier on a previous video about how to insert a new row, how you can get this information, which basically contains all the information, the ID or the name of the field, and the value of that field. You can see this that this is an object that we have obtained using the get row package, and here we basically can modify this object. If we want to update all the information, we can do that, or if we want only to update one piece of data, we can do that. For example, where we can say BaseRow as the data that we want to update. So this is the data that we want to update. So we paste this piece of this data or this piece of information. This has to be a valid JSON object. We use the BaseRow API key. Let's run the package. Okay, after a few seconds, we can see that as the result, we obtain as response the modified object. And if we return to our table on BaseRow, we can see that we have here the update or the information that was updated. So this is an useful package. I hope that it is useful to you, and see you in the next video.